Hi everyone, it's Linda McKenna from Golden Rule Senior Placement Services coming to you today with Tuesday Talks. We just celebrated Valentine's Day and I thought no more appropriate that after the holiday that we did observe it regarding seniors and how they can enjoy Valentine's Day, but really talking about the true meaning about do what you love and love what you do, and also about the Golden Rule, and why I named my company the Golden Rule, and how I really feel that I do what I love and I love what I do. So what better time than we can celebrate it together today on February 18th, like I said, a couple of days after Valentine's Day. So I did a little bit of research about who actually started that saying, do what you love and love what you do. It means to pursue a career or activity that aligns with your passions and interests, finding joy and fulfillment in the work itself, essentially making it feel less like a job and more like an enjoyable pursuit. I could not agree with that more. And that's how I feel that is my philosophy with my work. I've always loved being in healthcare, and I've always gravitated to work with seniors, from home health through hospice and now through senior placement. And it's really giving back to that generation. And each day is different. I'm gonna not tell you no lies. Sometimes it's challenging. Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's enlightening. I'm learning every single day, even though I'm being in business 7 years. But the best part of it is accomplishing and making that senior very, very happy with their future. Most of the times it's their last chapter, and that you are very much part of that accomplishment. And so I don't find it work. I actually feel that it's a mission. Like what this saying is, it's not a job. It is an enjoyable pursuit. I could not agree more about it. And with each day being different, it makes me adapt to each person's needs also. So we don't take it just for granted that each person has the same likes and needs. It's that we really fine tune each of our clients' assessments and what their needs are appropriately. And if I can't help them, I will always find a resource for them that they could go on that journey and at least be guided by another professional. So key points about this phrase is finding your passion. It encourages individuals to identify what they truly love doing and actively seek opportunities to incorporate that into their lives. Again, always been in healthcare, and 7 years ago when I started the company, it was on the crest of actually placing both of my parents at the same time. And so I know the overwhelming part of it, and the big responsibility of finding something to their liking, something that they are going to thrive and be nourished by. At that point, my dad was 94, and I'm proud to say this May he's going to be 102. My mother was 84, and I'm proud to say in July she'll be 90. So with all that being said is the fact that it's finding your passion. As I've always told my kids, my two children, that when they found their work, but what their purpose was, made all the difference in the world. My daughter always helped others, and when she decided to go to school to be an occupational therapist, she found her passion. And I can't tell you how she blossomed in being an occupational therapist. And it was most that she loved the geriatrics also. Was always around her grandparents, so she had much respect and much admiration for that group. But the part of it was that she was in neuro ICU. So a great big part of her work was really helping and being passionate and compassionate about it. Whereas my son, he always loved, his passion was sports, and he excelled at it, and it was baseball. And and he achieved it. It was on his bucket list to pursue that, but with also an education. He always felt that there should be a backup program to that or a plan. He did make it pro, and now his work where he is now working is helping other athletes get to that special place in their careers or in their future. So having a passion about what you do is so important because each day is different, but you go in it with love. You really do. Increased satisfaction. When you love your work, you are more likely to experience a higher level of personal satisfaction and motivation. Every day, like I say, it's different, but I'm challenged with the next day. So I do love, I'm satisfied when I meet with my clients or have that phone call and, getting the words that, Linda, I can't believe how much you've helped me. Thank you. Like today, I had a tour with a lovely gentleman and him actually saying, Linda, I really feel at peace and I'm very relaxed. That, besides having tears in my eyes, made all the difference in the world about the planning process of what we were going to work on together. And so we do experience a higher level of personal satisfaction because the people that we serve are also satisfied with their life's perspectives. A positive impact on productivity. Engaging in work can lead to greater productivity and creativity. Couldn't agree more. It doesn't feel like work. Getting up in the morning, I'm right at it. So it doesn't matter what time of the day. I'm also told I don't know when to stop also. So you'll see me sometimes on social media or behind my phone looking up some things for my clients as well and working in the late evening hours. And you become, yes, more productive with that, but more creative because you don't mind it. It's not work. It's actually something that you feel very accomplished by, and you become more productive by it as well. This quote by Confucius is a beautiful quote, and it was originally attributed by Confucius through Ray Bradbury's also came up with it in his own spin on the phrase. Confucius also wrote, choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. I truly feel that too. Because truthfully, I don't love each and every task on my list, but to me, that's actually okay. Part of loving what you do also means accepting that there will be aspects you don't necessarily enjoy to push through broader passions and projects forward. If I only did the things that I love, I would not appreciate these things as much. Like I said, sometimes I have challenges and it's from a different perspective that I become even more motivated. Like if I have a client that is challenging, maybe it's the financial part of it, the medical part of it, I get really deeper into it, so this way I can help them. And wow, what a difference that makes for me as well too, is that I'm accomplishing something, but I'm more importantly providing a better quality of life for an individual that might have not had that opportunity before. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to truly satisfy is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. By Steve Jobs. Now you understand Steve Jobs, what he created, and he got so involved in it that his name is synonymous with computers, with everything. So it was his passion for communication and all things with computers and all, that it wasn't work to him. It was an accomplishment as well too. Here's another one that I love, is a great motivational speaker. It's not what you achieve, it's what you overcome. That's when it defines your career. Carlton Fisk. I believe that if you need motivation, sometimes we have bad days, pick up something that maybe it's a music that could lighten the day, or read a book, step away, say a prayer, whatever that it may be. It's like recharging, and then you find your passion again. So I can't describe how important it is to love what you do, because it doesn't become that it's a disappointment for the next day. You really look forward to it, and it is something that you are enriched by, and you're enriching somebody else as well. Now, why did I call my company the Golden Rule? As you know what the Golden Rule is, it's an ethical principle of treating others as you would want to be treated. It's also known as the ethics of reciprocation, reciprocity. The reason why I'm not so much about being reciprocated, but it is when I really work with my clients and also their families, is I take in consideration what they're going through. I've been there myself, and I'm going to treat them with respect and with honor, as I would wanted that for myself when I might have been a client, or I was going through the hard times with my parents, for their future as well too. So having that philosophy is important in every aspect of your life. Yes, I named it for my business, but it should be something that we should really embrace and encompass in every day of our lives, is really to live by the Golden Rule, is not treat somebody differently as you don't want to be treated. You're going to treat them with respect, and that's the only way you're going to get it back. That was, my philosophy with growing up with my immigrant grandparents, also with my parents, and more importantly, when I became a mother and my husband became a father, is that we always said that to our children, is in order to get respect, you have to give it. So the Golden Rule plays a big part in our lives in the McKenna household, but it also plays a very big part in our business, hence the name. If you set expectation of how you want to be treated, follow the Golden Rule and be willing to treat others the same. Reciprocating boundaries builds trust and reliability in relationships. What if someone constantly oversteps the boundaries you put into place? I agree with that wholeheartedly, is that reciprocation, it is okay. A dear friend of mine, Linda Kingery, I love you, sweetheart, when we worked in home health together, and not to get really spiritual, but I was very hard to receive gifts, and Linda really taught me something really that I remember to this day. When receiving gifts, oh God, it was hard for me to receive them, open them, and actually Linda told me that I was stealing her joy about giving me a gift. When I heard it from that perspective, and I'm reciprocating with joy in my heart to give her back joy that she gave me that gift, it was a whole different perspective when receiving gifts. So Linda, thank you. I will never ever forget that. And I am much better at receiving gifts these days, and also saying thank you for receiving a gift. But reciprocation is okay. She also told me, when you see God's hands extended or Jesus' hands extended, what does that mean to you? It means giving, but it's open-ended on the other side. It also means that you're okay with receiving. So again, treating somebody else and giving gifts, it's okay to receive back. It's that reciprocation. So I couldn't have learned that better than from a dear friend, than my dear friend Linda Kingery. Also, one of the values was the Golden Rule is do unto others as you would want them done to you. That meant treating others with honesty, fairness, truthfulness, respect, consideration, neighborly assistance, and integrity. I agree with that wholeheartedly, and that's my philosophy with working with many of my clients. I tell them I'm very transparent, is that I'm going to tell them just like it is and not hold anything back, for the very reason I don't want them to be misled. So honesty is very important to me. fairness is very important to me. I don't like my seniors being taken advantage of, exploited, or being taken financially advantaged of also. But respect. I work with a lot of veterans, and you know what? A lot of them have fought for our country, for us to live the way we do. Respecting a veteran is something that I think is our utmost honor, is just say thank you for your service. Thank you, sir. Or thank you, ma'am. Respect is so important. And as I said, in order to get respect, you have to give it. Being neighborly, doing something, opening a door, doing some times of grace. You don't know if somebody's having a bad day, just smiling at them and say, hi, I hope you have a blessed day. Makes all the difference in the world. But integrity, being able to go to sleep at night, knowing that you did a job and a job well done, or you did your best at being the kindest person you can be, makes life's pleasures, and we gift God every single day when we do that. Empathy can motivate us to be good as to others as we imagine it would be to live like that and be that in that position, and think about how we would wish to be treated. Here then lies the origin of the golden rule. The golden rule can be expressed positively. So empathy, that's what I really have empathetic and my compassion for what my seniors are going through and their families. So no other way is I understand. Touching their hand, touching their shoulder. We're okay. Looking them in the eyes, so there you're building trust, but you're also being compassionate and you're having empathy. So I couldn't think of a better time that we are talking about this, because we did celebrate our 7 years, and I do have a lot of passion. I love what I do and do what I love every single day. And I do have to show you something that my granddaughter made me for my desk. Yes, roses are my favorite, will always be. When I used to work in home health, that was our logo. So I have that adorned on my desk, but also this heart says golden rule. And yes, she made it in a golden color, so I can remind myself every single day when I sit at my desk that that's my view. And I love what I do, and I work within the golden rule. Thank you, as always, visiting with me on a Tuesday Talks. Please go visit my website. It's www.goldenruleseniorplacement.com. There you'll find my demographics, how to get in touch with me. You will actually see testimonials. You will see various options, resources, and a whole array of all these videos on different topics. Like next week, we're going to have a different topic, finishing off the month of February. It is going to be about the who, what, why, where, and how to use a senior placement services. So I will be seeing you next week, and have a blessed week, and I look forward to seeing you. And if you have any questions in the meanwhile, or any comments, please make sure you get in touch with me. Thank you. Have a blessed one. And thank you for allowing me to love on your senior loved ones, and also working with the golden rule. Bye-bye now.